Alright, so this is a tutorial on how to make a Fireworks CS4 website template. This was a request, started out on develop.Pt.1, started out as making a website in Fireworks CS4, start to finish, please. You can actually, there's a tutorial that Adam made showing you how to make the website template, the graphic that you made, into a working HTML CSS version. Some other people requested how to make a template in Fireworks, the actual graphic part of it, and there was some other requests how to use the pages and how to change the pages feature in Fireworks. So I'm going to be using CS4, but you can be using CS5. We're going to start out with a new document, 1100 by 10,000, and we're going to try to make something like this that I just made. This is what we're going to try to make. I'll explain a little more in depth some of the features in here. So I'm going to start out by making the background gray, a lighter gray, and this is going to be, I'm going to make it 900 by 1000. Center it up. In the middle there, make that white, and that's going to be our base there. We're going to be working on this, and so let's start out. I'm going to start with just a line. Oh, wait, first I'm going to set the background to lock so we don't move this around. And now this is just 900 width, so I can just make sure everything lines up right. And I want to keep it inside that area. I don't want to go inside that area because otherwise it might be too wide for some people viewing it. I'm just going to make so now I'm just going to make a line right across like that. Make it blue, 3 pixel height or width, and soft line, and move it down a little bit. Actually, I want to make that 2. Okay. Probably gonna end up going into 2 parts of this video, but yeah. So this line, theoretically speaking, when you make it an HTML version, it'll extend all the way across. So if you zoom out, it'll still be there. Change my mind. I'm gonna make this 1. Nope. 2. I lied. Alright, so I'm using Cultural Draw. That'll be in the description also for a download. And over on the right here, I'm just gonna make a logo, and we'll call this plus bar. So say we're making this for a bar, and we'll add a linear gradient to it. Gradients are extremely important to making a really good website. Even if it's a slight gradient, like say it's a slight color, it really does bring out the website, or make some items pop out. I mean, you probably can't notice as well because you're watching the video, but you can definitely see the difference in real time. And now I'm going to start with the nav bar. I'm going to put it off on the left here and make it a little bit smaller. Depending on what kind of website you're designing, whether it be a CMS type website or a static website, meaning that you're going to keep adding URLs and stuff, you might want to make it just an Arial font. But since like it's a bar website, they pretty much know what they're going to put on there. I'm going to make it a custom layout. So now I'm going to be using a custom font. So all these links on here are going to be images if we make it an HTML version. So we'll just put home, but that's way too big. So we're going to shrink it down to 27. Yeah, that looks good. Bring it down a little bit. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Oops. Oh, we'll keep that there. That was from before. And about. Actually, I'm going to make that menu. And this will be contact, or about. We'll make that about. And the last one will be contact. Oops. Alright, so now we got our navbar laid out, and one of the things I like to have on the navbar is an action, which a rollover action, I mean. So when they move their mouse over, it'll change to something. You can do underline, which is fine. You can experiment with different, like slight little graphic images that you make, like a swirl underline or something like that. But since we're going with this plus kind of brand, I'm gonna add a plus sign to it. So I just use the text for it. And so when they move their mouse over, it's going to put the plus there. So if they move to menu, the plus will go there. And that's really easy to do. You just use it as a background image in HTML. So there's our navbar now. And I kind of want to change the color. I'll make the color a little bit lighter, yeah. Alright, that's good. And I kind of want to add something to make it look a little bit nicer. So let's try adding a little like reflection thing here. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it's going to be an experiment. And let's try feathering this out. But bring the opacity down. Alright, yeah, that looks decent. That's not bad. Adds a little flavor to it. And we're just going to select all of it and move it up because I think it's a little bit too low. Alright, so move the logo down too. Alright, there we go. So now we got like our basic layout, I guess, if you will. And another important element that you need for your site is interaction, I guess. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a banner